Yo, 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 it's your man, Big Daddy Roughneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman Podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to episode 46 of the Gary Brugman Podcast. We got a great show for you today. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So let's hold on tight and start bouncing off these guardrails, and let's get to it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to episode 46 of the Gary Brugman Podcast.
How you say that in Spanish?
46.
46. How was
That's right. 40 and 6. That's how you say it in Spanish.
Okay.
You know, so everybody, you know, we're up on a bunch of platforms. We are up on Radio Republic, Breaker, Outcast, a whole bunch of them, Pocket Cast, and especially on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.
Yes!
And YouTube.
Yes!
All right.
This is going to be a great podcast with bouncing, baby. Let's go. Keep going, boss.
So whatever platform you listen to us on, you know, give us a good 5-star rating and a good review, especially on Apple Podcasts, because it's the biggest and that's the most searched, and that's what most people listen on. And if you could just go on there and give us a 5-star rating, a short review, it'll get us moving up that ratings ladder so we can become #1 podcast and bring you the best show ever. And as usual, you know what it is. You're at the mercy of whatever interests me today. And that's what we're going to talk. We got a bunch of things interesting me today. I want to thank Maximum Altitude. Joey, you're the bomb. For all your custom truck accessories and off-road needs, call my brother Joey Max. Maximum Altitude has a state-of-the-art shop and showroom that will floor you and just blow you away. Maximum Altitude's been in business here in San Antonio for over 26 years, and Joey's the pioneer in custom trucks in South Texas. So go to MaximumAltitude.com. Maximum Altitude. Oh, we have a guest. Maximum Altitude on Instagram and Facebook. Or you can call my brother Joey direct, 210-655-0184. And don't worry, your wife called. She says it's okay.
And your mother.
And your mother. Hey, Lou, you know, they were telling me that you're a bit crooked, but, you know, they didn't tell me you were sideways.
I know. Is he on the space station?
I know, right?
He's floating. Yo, he's got some rifles in the back over there with his muskets. How old is this guy?
Right?
Oh, wait. That's Lulu. That's Lou from Man 22. Oh.
Hey, look at that. He got squared away. Lou, welcome to the show.
What up, Lou?
What's up, guys?
Oh, just hanging, just in the middle of some sponsors. Hang tight. We'll be right with you, brother. So I need to continue thanking GMR Gold. As I've told you before, I've bought several pieces of gold, I keep saying gold, of silver from GMR Gold, and I'm a member of their bullion box. And they have a subscription package that'll fit your budget. They got 5 levels, and it's bullionbox.com on the interweb, or go to GMR Gold on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to request information on how to secure retirement with precious metals and an IRA, go to gmrgold.com. Or just give them a call at 877-795-9585. Ask for Charlie, Jeff, or Tom, and they will take good care of you. And, of course, we have – all right, we got that problem fixed. So –
and away we go.
And away we go again. All right, Hero Soap Company. I got to tell you about Hero Soap Company. Hero Soap Company strives to pay homage to the values that our country was founded on by our forefathers. It's a veteran-owned company, and a portion of the sales is donated back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. Each bar of soap is made in Phoenix, Arizona, and all of the ingredients for the soap, the scrubs, and the clothing are secured from companies right in the U.S. of A. So don't forget, when you go to their website, herosoapcompany.com, and you check out their scrubs and their merchandise and their soaps, and you put all that stuff in your cart, when it's time to check out, use promo code HONORFIRST, HONORFIRST, Honor First, for 10% off every order. It's a
like
promo.
Get Honor?
No, not like get honor, like have honor. Have honor first.
Okay.
Then again, you're in the fire department. That can mean a whole different thing. But anyway, use promo code honor first for 10% off every order. And it's a promo code that they came up with just for the Gary Brugman podcast. And don't forget to wash your tank.
Wash your tank with peppermint smooth in the morning and morning only.
Yes, for that tingly taint in the morning.
That tingly taint. Ooh, it's a great way to start your day. And then you have coffee.
And what are we recommending for the evening?
Well, I had a tough day yesterday, and I was up for a while. You were the last person I talked to.
Right.
And I went in there, and it wasn't a peppermint, kind of way to end to go to bed. So I used that cedar wood and charcoal.
Ooh.
And man, it's got real activated charcoal in it, bro.
No kidding.
You know what it's like cleaning with charcoal? I brush my teeth with charcoal and cocoa butter. So this was great, organic, and it lathered up nice in the loofah.
So it relaxed your taint.
It did. It soothed. It soothed my taint. I was able to fall asleep with ease. It was great. Hero Soap Company, man. They make a great product. I recommend you check it out. It's Roughneck approved. That's
right. And don't forget, promo code honor first for 10% off. But man, let me tell you, if you haven't heard about Old Patrol HQ, Old Patrol HQ is a Facebook and Instagram page about life in the old Border Patrol. And many of you are wondering, like, who really cares about life in the old Border Patrol? I do, because I was an old Border Patrol agent from the old Patrol. And if you ever wonder what life is like in the Border Patrol agent, you have to follow Old Patrol HQ. It's full of funny memes, quotes from famous and not so famous PAs, patrol agents. And also, don't forget to go to oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com. He's got some of the best merchandise around, and be ready to put everything in your cart because you're going to want everything on there. He's got cups, T-shirts, hats, and he's got the official Gary Brugman podcast T-shirt for sale. $30 get you a T-shirt, and that includes shipping. It includes shipping and everything. So go to oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com and follow Old Patrol HQ on Facebook and Instagram for some history, some laughs, and a few shenanigans along the way. Because remember, there ain't no patrol like the Old Patrol.
There ain't no patrol like the old patrol, baby.
That's right. That's right. Honor first, honor always, brother. Honor first and honor always. So, dude, we're going to make a dedication because as you know, I dedicate the podcast to somebody every episode. And just recently, last week, I came across this one-legged wonder, right? He's a one-legged wonder. He's a Marine. He was an 0311. And his name is Jordan Leitch, and he's out of Wisconsin. And the man's an amputee because of complications that he endured in the service. And he just endured a whole bunch of stuff, man. He had some muscle problems, and they were cutting off his arteries, and he's had one leg amputated. And I came across him on Instagram, and this dude is in such great spirits that it has just lifted me, and he's made me laugh. So, he is one hell of a guy. And as of today, he went back to his family that he hadn't seen in 7 days because he's been in the hospital. And Mr. Sexy, Jordan Leitch, this one is for you. This episode 46 is dedicated to you. And thank you for your service, brother.
Thank you for your service. Much appreciated.
Yeah, man. So what's up, TJ? Heard you had a hard day yesterday.
Yeah, man. 18-year-old pup. No, he wasn't a pup. 18-year-old dog. I only had to put him down. He got too old and had 3 strokes, man. He recovered from 2 of them.
Yeah, I remember when you were telling me about those, and he was giving you a hard time around the house. It was getting a little difficult, and right. We've talked before. I'm not much of a dog person, but I can't imagine what it would be like putting down a member of your family like that.
Yeah, I mean, they live in the house. They have, they're taking care of like children, and they really do become a part of your family. Now, for a dog to live 18 years is pretty extraordinary.
Right. Because
I've had pure breeds, Doberman Pinschers, Beagles, and they go around 10 years, give or take a year or 2.
Right.
So to have him, he was a mutt from the pound, picked him out of a litter of 6, and he was with us from when he was 4 weeks old until he died on the day after his birthday.
Wow.
Which was extraordinary. He made his birthday. He had his annual McDonald's cheeseburger, and that's what we do, man.
That's awesome.
What we do. But yeah, that's tough. It's tough for anybody, and I appreciate you, being there for me, and also recognizing me publicly, and for the fans that reached out, that gave me my condolences. It was very inspiring. It's good to see a lot of people watch the show and they have hearts. They care.
They do, man. They do. And what's really great is how the people get involved with the podcast, and they actually become part of it, because, freaking death metal Dave DeVito. I can't picture not talking to that guy right now,
Right.
So he's part of my sanity. He's also part of my craziness. So
it's extraordinary. It is extraordinary, and we're just regular guys, man. It's just funny how many other like-minded people are out there. We're
just two regular guys trying to figure out how the hell to do a podcast.
That's right. Well, we got our guest straightened out.
Yeah, right. We got him going. We knew he was sideways, but he was like literally sideways. Now he
looked like he was taking a hard G.
Yeah, right. So today we have a friend. He's a retired fire chief. His name is Lewis Hayes. He's in South Carolina. What's up, Lewis? How you doing, brother?
What's up, guys? Glad to be with you.
Yeah, man. So you and TJ actually met up this past weekend, and he said that was a great time.
Yeah, we met up and with Ranger Rick's deal that he was doing for his 22 run up in Fayetteville, and got to meet up. Our wives got together, had a great time, and just spent some time, talking and getting to know each other. And like you were talking about, he's a fire department guy, I'm a fire department guy, so we just really hit it off.
Right, and you're a veteran as well. You started off in a fire department in the Air Force, right?
Yeah, I started out in a long time ago. Ronald Reagan was president at the time, and I joined the Air Force, then served for 8 years active duty. I was stationed in San Antonio for quite a bit of time, overseas for a while, but I was an Air Force firefighter that whole time.
All right. Yeah, we had a little bit of an audio problem there for a minute. You kind of broke up, but we got the most part. So talking about the Man 22 event that's going on August 22nd in Fayetteville, North Carolina, in about less than 2.5 weeks, actually. And I'm looking forward to that event. And thanks to you, I'm going to be getting there. Thank you very much. And,
yes, extraordinary. Yeah, thank you, Lou.
Thank you very much. Can't thank you enough.
Yes, sir.
Hit the applause button, man. Where are you with the buttons, Brugman?
I don't know where the applause button is.
Oh, see? Everybody, get on him for that, because TJ needs to have the buttons.
Hold on. I know this isn't it, but...
Oh, yeah. Laugh at me.
But the Man 22 event it's the 5th annual. You know, when we first talking about this there, Lewis, I couldn't say, I was having a few drinks on while we were recording. I couldn't say annual. I kept saying the 5th Avenue. The 5th Avenue. I couldn't get it out. But it's the 5th annual Man 22 Suicidal Awareness Run in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That happens on August 22nd of this year in about 2.5 weeks. And we are going to be there. And we have some great guests lined up, which is Councilman Davis, Captain Woody. He's a fire chief too as well. Fire captain too, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. I think he's retired fire captain.
Right. And we have Bobby Henline, who's a buddy of mine that's not answering my calls because I was trying to get him on the podcast, but he's not answering my calls. Right on the air. Called you out, Bobby. Called you out. And of course, we have the 40th Police Commissioner of the NYPD during 9/11, Bernard Carrick, that's going to be there as well. And
love that guy. Love that guy.
And you said you had an update for us. Do you have an update for us on the Man 22 event?
Well, I've just I actually met up with on Facebook with one of my buddies that's in the Army in Korea right now, and he's got me in touch with some motorcycle guys that are a veteran motorcycle group, and I think they're going to be helping us out doing a parade, hopefully, for the Gold Star families that we have. So we'll be heading out from hopefully the Jeep dealership there in Fayetteville to the event. So hopefully we'll have a lot of Jeeps and bikes and everything escorting those families into the event.
You're going to have at least one Ram Hemi rolling with the dual American flags off the back.
Nice.
Doesn't get much more American than a Hemi Ram.
Right. Tell him, right? Tell the Chevy guy what's up.
You know, that, we got a Dodge dealer down here in San Marcos, and he's got a big billboard outside of his dealership, and it just has the Ram symbol and a Hemi symbol, and it says, "Come get you a Hemi." Come get you a Hemi.
Isn't that inviting? That's so inviting. Yes, I think I will.
gotta love Texas. So the only thing that upsets me about this event right now is that it's the fifth annual event, and it took me 5 years to find out about it. And the only way I found out about it was through Hero Soap Company, because they asked me to promote it on the podcast. They said it's a good event, and they asked if I would do it, and I said, yeah, absolutely. And I looked into it, and I was talking to TJ. I said, man, you want to try to go to this? This would be pretty cool.
It's close. It was close, and it was close enough for us to go from the Roughneck Resort. So away we go.
Yeah, this will be my first time at the event, actually. So better late than never, right?
Yeah. Better to get to the party than not to get there at all.
That's right.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that. We last podcast, episode 45, we actually had Rick Murillo on, Ranger Rick, and that was really, really good, and he had a lot to say about it and how he started it and stuff, and it really, really interesting. And that episode's kind of taken off. It's been a really good episode on the analytics side of it. So everything's really shown up really good for that, you know.
He's a hell of a motivator.
Yeah, he is. So how long were you a fire chief, or how long were you in the fire department there, Louis?
And where?
After I got out of the Air Force, I got a job at a department in Spartanburg County, South Carolina. So it's kind of upstate South Carolina, right on North Carolina, South Carolina line. And I was a firefighter for 25 years. 20 of that, I was the fire chief of the department. So, that's really all I've ever known is being a firefighter and serving our country, serving people. But, I mean, that's the best job in the world. Doesn't pay well, but it's the best job in the world.
I get it.
We don't get into it to get rich.
Yeah, exactly. We do into it. We go into it for the honor and devotion to duty that we have for serving the people of the United States. That's
Prestige.
The whole. I would leave anywhere tomorrow in any capacity to be able to do it again. I'd go overseas. I'd join the military, and you know what? I don't necessarily have to come back, but I would love to just leave and do it again, all over again.
Absolutely.
Come on. Would you say not come back?
Hey, I'm ready to roll, dude. Do or die.
Yeah, but you do. You're not gonna die.
Yeah. You're a fireman. You got to come back. That's your whole thing. I'm different. I'm ready to roll out and not have to come back. Because I tell you what, and I've said this to you before, TJ. On my side of things, the expression "I'd rather be carried by 12 than I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6." No.
Right.
No, I would much rather be carried by 6 than freaking be judged by 12. I've been through it. I would much rather die doing my job and serving the country than living the past 20 years as a felon the way I do.
Gangster. That's gangster, bro. I tell you, that's straight gangster. And we go into it not knowing if we're gonna come back, dude.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
Collapses and explosions and people that had to get out of houses and people that didn't get out of houses. So we go into it not knowing if we're going to come back either. But you've been talking about a lot of death lately, my friend, and I want to change your attitude, right?
And I get this, which is the whole reason why I decided we're going to do the Man 22 Suicidal Awareness Run. I get it, because not a day goes by that I don't think about this, and you know that. But speaking of explosions, did you see what happened in Lebanon, bro?
No.
Dude, kaboom!
And do you see the conspiracy theorists hopping all over it? It
All
was a
over
nuclear
it.
explosion. It was it didn't blow up till it got deep into the earth. Yeah, come
Yeah.
on, cool down, settle down. It was a port.
Yeah, exactly. And the way that explosion went off, I mean, I'm not a freaking bomb expert, but I've seen quite a few explosions in real life, and that didn't look like a missile explosion or anything like that, dude. That looked like a gas or some kind of
Chemical, gas.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lou?
I don't know, man. It was a big boom. I know that for damn sure, but it made a big hole in the ground.
It sure
A
did.
big hole.
It sure did. But you know, we were looking at it, and I studied quite a few things in my day, and we were saying it looked almost like a liquid petroleum or something like that, like some kind of gas or something.
LPG.
LPG, yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're saying they have some theories on what it was, and whatever it was a hell of a lot of it. That's damn sure.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't know. Hey, TJ, you remember when that ship blew up off the Loco Towers in Northport in like 80 something, where it was
in the Sound,
in Long Island Sound, and it shattered windows all the way into like Huntington.
Yep. All the way up to Hempstead Turnpike on both sides of the pike.
Yep. And I was in Huntington.
Jericho Turnpike over there. We're talking Suffolk County, so it was Jericho Turnpike over there. I want my Long Island people to start smashing me. Oh, you're going 2 years. You don't even know where you're going on the map. That happens.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So I was in Huntington when that happened, and I remember I thought my girlfriend's cat had like knocked over like the china closet or something, because I heard a big crash in windows, and I was like, what the hell? And I didn't know what it was. Next day I saw that explosion happened, and they were offloading crude oil onto. And say again.
Boom.
Yeah, and it was a faulty ground, and boom, and it blew the hatches right off this oil tanker ship, and it was heard for like 50 miles, man. So I can't even imagine what that was like in Beirut.
You know, they're saying that they believe that there was a large storage of ammonia nitrate, and you know, interesting enough for you being in Texas. I think it was in the later part of the 40s, there was a ship that was loaded with ammonia nitrate in, I believe it was Texas City.
Texas City, yeah, that's where the port is, down in Houston.
Yep, and it exploded, and it ended up killing about 500 and something people. It was a huge explosion.
Yeah,
and,
I know. I've heard about that. You know, I don't know who the hell would want to live in Texas City, dude, because they're always having explosions and refinery. That last refinery fire that they had like last year was in Texas City.
There you go.
You know,
they have so many problems.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a big industrial area, but you know, a lot of people live there as well. But I mean, you know, here's to all the people, innocent people that lost their lives over there. But man, I just the whole different videos of what they're showing is crazy, man.
The aftermath. Ooh.
The aftermath is nuts, you know. So, but yeah, man. So we it's getting close to the election. It's getting close to the elections. We're 95 days away, TJ. I think it is 95 days away. And man, I'm starting to get this really good feeling. We'll see what happens, but they're not letting Sleepy Joe out of the basement.
Where is his running mate?
Oh, he has one?
Where? Well, apparently, because you know, what was it? The New York Times released an online article that Kamala Harris was going to run for his VP. And then all of a sudden, 6 hours later, they took it off the online, and now they had to explain things. But Sleepy Joe, you know how these photographers get pictures, you know, real close up of the list and everything, like Kaylee, what's her name? Kaylee McEnany. She had her binder. They had a close up of the binder and showed how thick it was, and people were trying to make fun of her. She looked prepared to me. Sleepy Joe had a note cuffed in his hand. Somebody caught a picture of it. At the top, it said Kamala Harris. Then it listed 5 good things about him and Kamala Harris. So he was prepared to talk about it, but
of course he had a list of 5 good things. He can't remember 5 things. He had to have him on the list.
He can't even remember to read what's on the list.
Hey, you know, I saw the best meme the other day. It was a picture of Joe Biden. It says, "Hi, I'm Joe Biden." right?
Right? Am I?
Yeah, man. So this is gonna be interesting. You have any take on it, Lou?
Oh man, I'm I'm a big Trump guy. I mean, I don't know how you could be anything else at this point.
Neither do we.
But I hope everything turns out the way we want it to turn out. But they're trying to do what they can about these mail-in ballots and everything. I'm a little freaked out about that. So
that's bothering me a lot. That is bothering me a lot with these mail-in ballots, and I can't even believe that they're actually allowing it. I mean, I don't even think they should be allowed. But
Florida is good to go with mail-in ballots, I believe. I think that's one of the last articles I read before we hopped on.
yeah, didn't a couple of elections ago they had to recount Florida because they couldn't do the ballots right.
Oh, how amazing is that? That was called the Chad.
The
Remember
Chad.
the hanging Chad.
That's right.
The hanging Chad.
That's right.
Right. Damn, we're fucking old, man.
I know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was Bush and Gore, wasn't it? Hey, what the hell's that? Oh, we lost Lou. He fell.
Oh, we got a little puppy in the picture.
That ain't a puppy. I thought that was a damn brontosaurus.
Dude, do you see that eagle over his shoulder?
I know, that looks insane.
He's got a couple of flintlocks on there, and the eagle is sitting on top of a fire department helmet, and I can see the shield there. That's a nice piece, Lou.
Yeah, man. You gotta love the eagle and the fire department shield. That's one of my old shields from one of my old fire helmets, and the rifles in the back are actually one of them's an 1863 Springfield rifle.
Nice.
And 1862 Enfield. So those are ones that the Enfield's a British-made weapon that was used during the Civil War, and the Springfield was the American version used during the Civil War.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Yo, that's probably like fucking $2 million hanging on the wall.
Right. But dude, I got some real
not quite that much.
But if somebody wants to buy them, they're $1 million each.
I know, right?
Would you let them go, Lou?
For me, and you can come pick them. I'll send them to you.
There you go. And he'll cover shipping. He'll cover shipping. That's beautiful. What a deal. What a deal.
Right.
I think they're allowed to use those in New York. I think that's on the legal checklist.
No. No,
they're not?
No. I'm pretty sure in New York it's a no. All right, hold on, man.
You can't see the end.
I need to thank Heroes Media Group, and as I've mentioned before, Gary Brugman Podcast is proud to have been picked up and is now part of the Heroes Media Group network. Check out their articles and other podcasts on heroesmediagroup.com. You can check them out, Heroes Media Group, on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find us on there as well. Or you can go to my webpage, GaryBrugman.com, and there's a link to the episodes on there. And to all our sponsors, just go down and scroll down. You got Maximum, you got Heroes Soap, you got O Patrol HQ, GMR Gold. You got the one I'm thanking right now, which is Active Carry Technologies. Active Carry's Technologies on Instagram and Facebook, and it's Active Carry Tech on the interweb. And Active Carry Technologies was developed for everyone. After several years of designing kits with the state and federal agencies, they saw an opportunity to cover a couple of concepts that were being ignored. And the main idea was that everyone is capable of being a first responder. Go to activecarrytech.com and check out their gear, man. They got all kinds of kits, tactical kits, IFAKs, which are individual first aid kits for those of you that know habla. And if you need a special kit made for whatever it is that you do, give them a call. They'll probably make it for you. And I also need to thank Swifty's Motorcycle Shop in Joshua, Texas. Swifty!
Go ahead, pump it up. Swifty!
There you go.
One more time, Swift. I know you're with me. Swifty!
Swifty's Motorcycle Shop in Joshua, and I keep saying Joshua. He's in Crowley. And in Crowley, Texas, go to GaryBrugman.com, scroll down to the sponsors page, and you see a nice big link there to go to Swifty's Motorcycle Shop. He will hook you up. He made my dream. He took my vision and made it come true. And if you scroll down to the gallery on my webpage, you'll see what he did to my bike. I mean, it's insane. It's so rad. But Swifty,
I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll, and if they say that I should get a motorcycle as sidecar so my wife could drive me around, I think I'm gonna throw money down to Swifty. Gary, what do you think?
There you go. Dude, he was telling me he just had a guy from New Orleans bring him his bike so Swifty can work on it, and that's 10 hours away from where he's at.
Yeah,
it's worth it because Swifty is worth it.
That's the shit, Eric. Thanks for everything you do. I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, man. So, dude, getting back to some news. So, because of all this shit that's been happening in the country, you know, Baltimore and the district attorneys in Baltimore and Philly now say that they will arrest federal agent if the president sends them to their cities. You know, so imagine a local city PD, Philly, Baltimore, wherever it is, trying to take armed DHS agents into custody. You know, that DHS agents that are decked out in full battle rattle. Okay, I mean,
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, they said they will have police arrest them.
They want They want the public to call the police on the police because the police ain't doing their job the way they're supposed to.
Right, and the feds got to go police their own city. No, but the thing isn't the local.
Confused. That confused the shit out of me.
The thing isn't the local city PD arresting federal agents. It's BLM and Antifa sitting around side cheering them on while these two are going into battle, into a gunfight. Because, you know, not for nothing. You know, I've had some PD challenge me when I was a federal agent. You know. And I had one state trooper telling me that I couldn't carry my gun off duty, you know, and he wanted me a hand. I said, no. I said, you're not taking my weapon. You know, I said, you're going to be explaining to the governor why you're going to be disarming a federal agent. You know, so I have no idea how they're thinking about doing it, you know, and that's all that we need to make 2020 complete is gun battles between the feds and the locals, you know. I mean, tell me, why isn't the FBI investigating these district attorneys that are making these threats against our federal agents? You know, you know what's funny is the Philly DA, Larry Krasner, right? He used to be a public defender, and he became DA. He ran for it, and you know who paid for his campaign? George Soros.
So I was gonna say Clinton, but it's same thing, right?
Yeah, same shit. George Soros. You know, and the Baltimore DA, Marilyn Mosby, I mean, isn't she the one that was involved in that Freddie Gray case? I don't remember, but I mean, she's a freaking loon as it is. And, you know, they both need to reread the supremacy clause before they both get the freaking Trump foot jammed up their ass. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't understand it, you know, and then to boot, none of this is about George Floyd. None of this is about a fucking virus. None of this is about anything that we've been going through. It's just a bunch of freaking punk asses that want to make a mockery out of the freaking system, you know? And
what do you think? What do you think? What cop is going to take that order against the federal agent, Gary, in this day and time? I can understand, you know, you guys, you know, you fucking swing your dicks and whose jurisdiction, blah, blah, blah. But in this day and time, what officer is going to follow that order to go arrest a federal officer?
Young ones.
Young ones, cadets.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about cadets, but you know, the young ones that just started their career. Fuck was that?
I think he farted. Did you hear that? He just ripped ass.
That was my dog over here.
Oh,
that was your ass. Don't stop blaming it on the dog. I used to do that too.
No, but like I was saying, I'm thinking, you know, younger cops, the ones that are worried about their careers and don't know how to stand up to between what rightful and wrongful order is, you know. And now I said that wrong. Now the rightful, a lawful, and a wrong order is.
we all took this. The oath hasn't changed, has it?
No, but the interpretation of it has. The interpretation of it has, you know. So
there shouldn't be an interpretation. There should be a translation.
I agree.
But an interpretation is not what an interpretation. Come on, I interpret that my taint gets tingled every time I use Hero soap, peppermint cool.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I'm just pissed off because these fucking politicians, like you said, the FBI. Where are you?
I get it, dude. I get it.
They want to go after a guy like you.
And
they went after a guy like you, and they let this fucking bullshit goes on. That's what makes me mad, Gary.
I know.
That's what makes me mad.
I get it, but it's up to people like us, the silent majority, to freaking change it, you know? Because, like I said, it's not about a virus or George Floyd anymore. It's about losing the country. They want to change. There's a revolution going on, and they're thinking that they're gonna win. But what they don't know is that people, the silent majority, the patriots, are out there, and they're infinite, dude. They are infinite. And when the time comes, and I keep saying, oh, it ain't the proper time, because it's not. It's not. It'll be when they come knocking at your door, you know. But the revolution's starting already, man, because they're not going to get. Look at what just happened in Weatherford, Texas. Did you hear about Weatherford, Texas, Lou?
No, I haven't heard.
Weatherford, Texas is Weatherford, Texas is a town just outside of Fort Worth, Texas, up near Dallas, right? Fort Worth,
right?
DFW. It's about 30 miles to the west, heading towards El Paso. Well, I forgot if it was this Saturday or last Saturday. There were going to be a BLM/Antifa protest to take down a statue at the courthouse.
Right.
Well, the local patriots in Weatherford, Texas said, "Oh, hell no." And they showed up in force, over 300 of them, with full battle rattle ARs. They had snipers' nests. They literally chased them out of town. They literally stood there, and they didn't even let them near the courthouse. And some shit went down. It got a little violent, and the protesters were saying that they had the protection of the police. The police said they were going to protect them, and there were none to be found. Cops said, and they literally chased them out of town. And it's starting to happen, man. And I think somewhere, I forgot if it was in Seattle and Oregon, there were some little Antifa fucks, and they were heading towards the police chief's house.
Yeah.
And they blocked, and local residents, it's a private road. Local residents blocked the road, their trucks, and they were out there in full battle rattle again, and chased them out and made them turn around. They said, go fuck around in somebody else's neighborhood.
They were trying to get sound bites out of that. Did you see him baiting them into sound bites?
Yep. But, you know, the public and the people were starting to stand up, and we're not going to let that happen in this country. And I've said it several times already that they got away with round one. They got away with it. They destroyed a lot of business, destroyed our kind. They're still at it in important places like Portland and Seattle and some other places around the country, you know. But if they think that they're going to rise up again, fall back, regroup, and rise up, they're out of their minds, because I don't see we the people, letting them do it again. They're not. I'll be out there with a pitchfork and a baseball bat.
I don't understand this whole shit. Block the road.
Huh?
I don't understand this whole shit. They gotta block the road.
Oh, the highways, dude.
Yeah, major interstates, not just major interstates.
Dude,
that blows my mind. Stupid.
Dude, all they're doing is causing anarchy, dude. That's all they're doing. They're not thinking about it. I mean, they're kids. They don't know what the hell's going on. You know, they don't know what it's like to eat expired food like they do in Venezuela. They don't know what it's like to be told what to do. You know, I mean, they want full chaos. You know, but once they get what they want, they're gonna fucking regret it. You know, they're gonna regret every second of it. You know,
just exterminate them.
But you know what? We're going to save them from that problem. We're going to save them from that ordeal. And because, you know, not like we want to, but we're not going to live that way, and we're not going to let that happen. So.
Hey, let me ask you something. Is the military allowed to operate on U.S. soil as far as like engaged in battle, war, whatever.
I mean, not unless we're under invasion. I mean, no. I mean that you can't turn U.S. military forces against civilians.
Okay, so the military's hands are kind of tied. So that leaves it to the people who stand
It leaves
up
it to the
for
feds.
Constitution.
It leaves it, right. Well, yeah, it leaves it to we the people. But you know, that's once the local police and the federal law enforcement agencies are exhausted.
Then the military will come in.
No, well, yeah. I mean, like if there's full blown out invasion, dude.
Right, but what do you call
You
this?
can't use
happening
military
now?
forces on American civilians.
But what do you call BLM and Antifa? And we're talking about BLM Inc. We're not talking about the phrase.
I get it, but that's still a law enforcement situation. It's not a military situation.
Did you see they dropped the charges against the McCluskeys?
I did not see that. Hey,
yeah,
post.
I'll toast to that. Fuck yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad they deserved it. Exercising their Second Amendment rights to protect their family and their home and their property after these fucks ripped open their gate on their private road, you know?
You know, if that was if that was in Texas, it probably would have been met by lead, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
No
you were saying, Lou?
Well, I was just going to say they have about 90 days to do any crazy stuff they want to do, because after Trump wins the election, it'll be off then, because be worried about being reelected. He'll be in his second term, so he can pretty much do what he wants to do. So he's kind of having, to keep the glove right now. And so they just better hope that Biden can pull it out for him, because if he doesn't, they're gonna have a world of hurt, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they turn the dogs loose.
Yeah, they're not gonna get away. They're not gonna get away with shit, dude. But you know what? I don't even worry about it, because in 90 days, coronavirus will be over, and everything will be over.
Exactly.
Miraculously, everything goes away. We get back to business.
Yeah. You watch. God forbid, Lord, our Father who art in heaven, I pray to you. God forbid Biden were to win this election. Coronavirus will be over. They're like, look, Biden cured coronavirus. Look, all they had to do was ask nicely for Antifa to stop, and they stopped,
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. From my cold, dead hands, that's where that goes. That's where that road goes.
Yeah, man. But hey, so real quick, we got about 10 minutes left. So the body cam footage of George Floyd came out, right?
Yeah.
And we always heard about those two other passengers that were with him. There was another guy in the front seat and the lady in the back seat, and they were compliant subjects. And they were good. They were compliant. And the woman even said, yeah, he's going off again. He has problems, So he was acting up. It's not about race anymore. I mean, because obviously they were black too, and they were being treated just fine because they were compliant. It's not about race. It's about task direction and respecting law enforcement.
Yeah. Yep.
And by the time he was on the ground, I mean, it's obvious he was completely resisting arrest and started the whole can't breathe bullshit before he even got a knee to the neck.
Yep. He was kicking him while he was inside the car.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean,
the video don't lie.
Yeah.
The video does not lie.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? They even said that they don't care if it's about race anymore. They're just about the police brutality. Oh, so now Black Lives Matter isn't even about Black lives anymore.
It's brutality lives matter.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And I agree, Black lives do matter, but so do white lives, and so do olive lives, and so do blue lives, and so do red lives, and all lives matter. Okay. I believe
lives.
and I don't believe that Black Lives Matter movement is about Black lives. I believe it's about anarchy.
I agree.
And that's just straight up. So, but yeah, dude. So let me throw it out there one more time. August 22nd, in about 2.5 weeks, August 22nd of 2020, it is the Man 22 Suicidal Awareness Run at Rick's Place in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You're
It's
gonna
not
have
Rick's place, but it's called Rick's place.
right. Don't everybody be showing up at Ranger Rick's house because that's not where it's at. All right, it's a venue called Rick's Place. So it's going to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina, August 22nd, 2020. You're going to have Councilman Davis, Captain Woody, Bobby Henline, and the 40th Police Commissioner of the NYPD, Bernard Carrick there. We're going to be there with the podcast. Gary Brugman podcast is going to be there. Lou, the Air Force guy, is going to be there. And it's a 2.22 mile run, walk, crawl, whatever it is, you know. And we're going to be there. So go to my website, GaryBrugman.com. There's a link to the event there that will take you to the Eventbrite webpage where you can buy a T-shirt. If you can't make it, buy a T-shirt or two. Buy one for yourself and your honey, you know. And
it's a free event.
It's a free event
to attend.
And the only money they're making off of it are through donations and the T-shirt sales. So the T-shirt sales are really important to them. Get on out there and buy a T-shirt. Go to my webpage, GaryBrugman.com. Go to the Man 22 link that's on there, and buy a couple of T-shirts. That's where it's at.
Nice.
So DJ, we got time for 5.
Oh yeah.
We got time for 5. Let's do them.
All right. What are we doing? Let them know. They're not mind readers.
All right. Stupid laws. Stupid laws. What you got?
All right. I have Alabama prohibited to open an umbrella on a street. So when the hell are you supposed to open it?
Exactly. Well, what if it's raining? I mean,
well, if they're going to be like that, I mean, check out this next one from Alabama. It is illegal to throw confetti or spray silly string. What's up, Alabama?
What?
What's up? The fuck? No fun.
Really?
No fun
I mean, what?
Alabama.
You know, I mean, what do you expect it to throw? Oh, but it's okay to throw bricks and Molotov cocktails, right? Fucking assholes.
All right, check this one out. From Connecticut, right? Connecticut, a pickle is not a pickle unless it bounces. So what do? You got to test your pickle, bounce it on the floor before you eat it?
That sounds dirty.
This ain't a pickle. This is a cucumber.
That sounds perverted.
Whoa. I wasn't going there with it.
Hey. You ought to see the things my pickle can do.
Let's go to something PG-13 here. In Hawaii, you cannot place a coin behind your ear. So you know that thing, you know, your uncle, everybody had an uncle. He used to pull a coin out of your ear, you know?
Right.
He can't do that trick in Hawaii. What's up, Hawaii? I mean, come on.
No, not for nothing, but have you ever talked to a Hawaiian, to a Samoan?
It's weird, eh?
It's like talking to a bag of rocks, bro. Oh, I'm telling you.
I know when they break into that Hakuna Matata dance where they're yelling, it's time to leave.
I'm telling you, man. Way too much volcanic ash going on around there.
Let's go to the great state of Minnesota.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that was a great state.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with that.
But I do have to admit, I've driven through there many times. It is a beautiful state. Scenery
is beautiful there. Beautiful there. Government, not so much. But we'll go with Minnesota. Nobody is to cross state lines with a duck atop their head. What the fuck is that?
Dude, where do you find this shit?
Was that a problem? And you got to think, at some point in time in our history, people, what were they pretending to be ducks crossing the state line? Oh, you don't see me, I'm a duck, blah, blah, blah. So they had to outlaw putting a duck on top of your head. What goes on, people?
You see, I can kind of understand that one because, you know, if you were crossing the Rio Grande into Texas from Mexico and you were underwater and had a duck on your head, I can get that. You know, that kind of makes sense to me.
We gotta inform your brothers over there at CBP that look for ducks with people with ducks on their head. This might get out. This might turn into a thing.
Hey, I'm a happy chinchilla.
Yeah. I'm a dead chinchilla, legs up in the air.
Oh man.
You want one more?
One more. Give me one more.
All right. Let's see. I got to pick a good one here. Let's go to New Jersey. You know, because the governor there is a twat waffle.
Right.
You know, twat waffle
Phil Murphy. Phil Murphy, got a message from you from the rest of the country. There you go.
Shout out to Attila's Gym. Do your thing, guys. We're backing you up.
Ian and Frank, you guys are the bomb. We're behind you. Let us know what we can help you with.
It is required. This is New Jersey now. It is required that a person lend a phone to another person in need. Yo,
I mean, but that's...
Can I get your phone to make a call? Boom, I'm gone. $1,500 phone. See you later.
Yeah, no.
That's what kind of state New Jersey is. You see that, people?
Yep. Hey, in Newark, they'll take you with the phone.
Your car, your phone, your house, anything you got.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So, dude, as you know, this past weekend, I was with Chad Prather and Party Foul Steve in Houston, Texas, in Spring, Texas, and that was a really good time. If anybody don't know who Chad Prather is, you need to follow Chad Prather on Instagram and Facebook. He's running in 2022 for governor of Texas. He's got my vote, and he's a rock solid dude, man. And he took good care of me that night, and he's helped me out with some things. And I got to call out CJ. CJ, thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for the advice you gave me. Sweetheart, you are the bomb. Thank you so much from the Gary Brugman podcast. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You're the shit, girl.
Go on, girl.
And also, I this episode was dedicated to my brother, to a one-legged wonder, right? He's a U.S. Marine, 0311. He's a amputee, and hence one-legged wonder. And I know a couple of those guys, man. My brother John Pappy out in Colorado. He's all decked out in battle rattle, and he's out there with John Tigan and protecting his city, man. He's out there protecting the city, and these guys are amazing. These guys are amazing, and I thank them all for my service. And just because you're a one-legged wonder doesn't mean that we don't love you here on the Gary Brugman podcast. You only get half a crayon.
Dude, these Marines are gonna kill you when they find you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Dude,
every time I meet him, you get me to meet people, and every time I meet people, and they're like, "Oh, you Coastie?" No, man, I'm a fireman. I'm a first. He's the Coastie.
There we go. Nah, man. Nah, dude, I love my freaking jarheads, bro. And out of military, historically, out of the military services, the Coast Guard and the Marines are actually the ones that get along the best. They won't admit that, but it's actually true. So because everybody envies the Air Force. Nobody likes the Army. Navy are a bunch of bastards, so that leaves the Coast Guard and Marines. We get along.
And everybody loves a fireman.
There you go. Everybody loves a hose dragger.
Oh, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. Stay frosty and always watch your six.
Thanks for spending another hour with us, people. We appreciate it. Thank you for everything you've done. I want to thank Glue the Air Force guy for being here. And y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, and God bless America. I will catch y'all soon.